And that is it. Nottingham Forest are back in the Premier League. It's crazy to think there is a whole generation of fans, the entire fan base, who have never seen them back in the Premier League. But they are back. Steve Cooper, what a change. What a monumental difference he has made since he came into the club. Just wow. The fact he took over, they were so far down in the league, and the way they've climbed, they thoroughly deserve to be in the Premier League. What a season, and fair play to them. But before we get into this match reaction, please do smash the like button and do subscribe. It honestly helps more than you can imagine. Also comment your thoughts. But where do I even start? It's a solid 1-0 win. They've done a job. Steve Cooper's men. They played some really nice football, some expansive football. Created a few chances, not too many, but you get this with playoff finals. Both sides are quite apprehensive. It's very nervy because there is so much riding on it. It's Premier League football at the end of the day. It's playing the biggest league in world football. But overall, I thought Forest overall deserved to win this. Huddersfield didn't have a single shot on target. We'll get onto the penalty discussion in a minute, but I just want to give a shout out to Joe Worrell. I thought Joe Worrell was class. I thought James Garner was good. Yates was class. I thought Yates, for me, was the man of the match. I thought he kept the ball ticking. Because what the problem was with Forest, what they had to keep doing is moments where they'd soak up pressure, but when they get that ball back, they have to try and keep it and really just kind of kill off Huddersfield as much as they could. And he was the key in that. A couple of times we take the ball in positions where he'd have 3 or 4 men pressing him and he'd take the ball, he'd either win a foul or keep the ball. He just really was very, very good. But overall, Forest did a number. They went out, they got that goal that they desperately wanted, and then they just sat back and soaked up pressure. And really, Huddersfield couldn't cope. They were so deep, there wasn't any space. Sorba Thomas didn't have any time to flourish. Yes, he beat Jack Colback a few times, but other than that, didn't really have any time. Because as soon as he got the ball, they were so deep, he had no space to attack. And that's what worked. They didn't allow Huddersfield players, you don't really want Lewis O'Brien running in space, and players like that, they didn't allow it. And they've just simply done a number. So fair play to Forest. But now straight over to the penalty discussion. Both of them are penalties, and I don't think, surely there are no Forest fans, because I'm not going to say if buts and maybes about how Huddersfield could have been promoted, because they could, yes they could have, and I've just said I wasn't going to do that, but the penalty decisions, they both were penalties, and I think we all know that, and that's what I don't understand. What is the point in having VAR in a situation like this when you're not going to even look at them? As soon as the yellow card was given, you know VAR wouldn't do anything about it because they don't overturn yellow cards. And I understand it's slightly different in this situation, but that was a penalty. I don't understand how it was a dive. There was contact, and he was running at speed, so of course it will knock him over. The second one, that's more. If the first one isn't, then surely the second one is. Didn't even look at it. I don't understand what's going on with that. Something really, really odd. 2 decisions which, for me, were stonewall penalties, and Huddersfield will feel robbed. But overall, at the end of the day, yes, those 2 penalties, and you can say, oh, we should have had them. Yes, you should have, but you also should have created chances, and you didn't do that. So at the end of the day, Huddersfield, they should have done more. I expected a little bit more from them. I knew they were going to come with a game plan, soak up pressure and counter, and try and get those players like Sorba Thomas and Lewis O'Brien kind of just arriving late, getting in, beating their men. But they just really didn't. They weren't up to the races. I thought you could see a massive gap in quality between the 2 sides. I think Huddersfield were just not on Forest level. So fair play to Forest. But let me know, guys, in the comment section below who you thought was man of the match. Forest are now back in the Premier League. It's crazy to think it. Who would have thought that? At December time, if you'd have said that, someone would have said, what on earth are you drinking? It's crazy to see it. And a really good game of football. I thought Forest were really good. McKenna, I think, has been class for them all season. I thought he was really good as well. But I thought Spence was pretty poor today. I think he struggled, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Forest are back in the Premier League, and I want to give a shout out as well to Lewis O'Brien. I thought he was class today, by the way. I thought he deserves a move to the Premier League, to be honest. In my opinion, I think he's been class all season. So, yeah, Lee Nichols as well, maybe. A shout out to the Prem, who knows. But I think Huddersfield fans will be gutted, especially with the decisions. But they were robbed in that sense. But overall, they didn't deserve to win the game anyway. So, Forest, fair play to you. Let me know, as I said in the comment section below, your thoughts on the match, your man of the match. Absolutely everything. Smash the like button and do subscribe for some more football content. Wow, what a season the Championship's done. Absolutely mental. What a great season. But yeah, BucketHatSam over and out. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.